Hello everyone, I am Cbat007. Welcome to my first video here on YouTube. I'm an avid gamer and enjoy, talking about, analyzing, and exploring games as I play through them. And figured I wouldn't mind sharing that with some people if they enjoy it. See what y'all think, and maybe you can find some games out you've never even heard of before. Like the one you see on screen right now. Feel like it's an underrated gem. I played a little bit, but we're going to be playing through it together now. It's called Betrayer, as you can see, and let's get into it. Episode 1, see what it's all about. Well, I was just at the tutorial. Just get the credits, nothing important happened there. But we find ourselves on a strange beach. Maybe we were shipwrecked, maybe that's our ship. Another ship riding off there. We don't get much of a intro or story as to what's going on yet, but that's for us to figure out. One sec. We got, right now, it says eat a melee. You can also just click, run over stuff. Boxes can be destroyed, and you can sometimes find helpful little trinkets here and there. Usually ammo. Throughout this game, one of your main weapons is going to be a bow. Hidden treasure achievement. Well, I've opened that chest before, so I feel like I should have got that achievement. But, hey, we got it now. So we're making big moves already. Look at all that money. So while I play through these games, I really enjoy, experiencing the actual story and finding all the hidden little things. We're not going to be 100% completionist about it, finding every achievement or everything like that. But my goal with this channel is to play through the story at least, complete the games, whatever game we're through, from start to end. And see how y'all feel about that. Now, there might be some games that are a bit longer or shorter, and I have a few games chosen for the start of this, but we get some people who want to make some suggestions. I can post my list of games I have available to me, and we can maybe pull it to a vote if people want to see certain games completed, or my interpretation or viewpoint on them. One main semi-problem with this game is it's really dark, but something's about to happen. Someone up there. Some red figure. We'll figure out about that person later, but they left this for us. I don't know who you are or why you've come here, but you should turn back, lest you become trapped in this place, as I am. Interesting. Yeah, push N to open your notes. See anything we met? People, there's a maiden in red. A young woman in red cloak appeared along the path. From the shore, it sent a note attached to an arrow. This will become an important character most likely later. Maiden in red cloak's in a note. It's the same thing. I don't know why it's in 3 different sections, but whatever. I don't think we can go chase after her. I don't think we can explore anything really. This is kind of the tutorial area. Wait. Hey, no. I don't think there's anything up there. But this game does reward, to a certain extent, some exploring. You can sneak around. I don't think it does much. I think the only thing that really alerts enemies is running. We do have it set to normal. We're not going to play hard. We're not going to play easy. We'll just play the way the game kind of was intended to be played, I feel. But, yeah, invisible walls along the tutorial area. Let's just continue. I don't think there's much hidden around here anyways. Once we really get into the meat of the game is when we start to shoot off with the exploration. There's a really interesting mechanic you'll see once we make it to the first kind of hub of the game. There is a map. There's us. There's the beach. We can fast travel. And we can eventually do that, but we can also, this is really interesting. I just click last location, and wherever I fast traveled from, I instantly fast travel back to. It's a really good kind of a quality of life part of the game. It's so helpful when you're kind of just randomly exploring. You fast travel back to town because you're full on inventory or whatever, and you need to get rid of stuff, and you just want to get back to where you were quickly, because otherwise you're just walking past, you know. It's not a bad aesthetic. I really like the way the game looks, but I mean, it is empty once you've cleared out the area there, so might as well just let me get back. But here we get our first and most important thing, the longbow. Comes with a note. Dear Sir or Madam, I have come into possession of a number of fine items of exceptional quality and indisputable value. As a token of my good faith, I offer you a free bow in hopes that you may survive long enough to become a regular customer. Arrows will be free for a limited time, as well. Beware that they may sometimes deflect from armored enemies, so be sure to carry plenty and recover them when you can. I will put my trust in your honor to leave payment for whatsoever else you choose to purchase. Respectfully, John Howe, Merchant. So this dude, I don't know if we ever see him actually, but yeah, we can just buy an infinity amount of arrows. We're only allowed to hold 16 right now. There's these charms. Obviously, the beginning starting ones are going to be pretty bad. 4% harder to hear. 4% doesn't sound like much, but, you know, it's something. And we can upgrade our arrows eventually to 20. The shoddy longbow is what we have. I don't think it breaks. I believe it's what we have, at least, so I don't know why. You can purchase another one. We can open our inventory. Oh, no, we have the cracked longbow. Damage 30. It's fast, range long. Deflection chance is... is really important. If the enemies will be wearing armor, so you have a chance for your arrows to just fly off. But that's what's important about that is traveling merchant who barters weapons and equipment. You can actually go find your arrows if you watch where they go, and you can just pick them up. After fact traveling, choose last location, use the compass to look at nearby dropped items such as loot or arrows. Arrows sometimes deflect. Yeah, this is just important stuff that we already know. Yeah, shops will appear. Even though there's no one there, you can just shop. He trusts us to leave our money, and we don't have any other choice, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, but now that we have the bow, we can kind of actually get into this game. So, let's see what's on this totem. Oh, another note. I think left by the maiden. No, the merchant. Because your well-being is important to me, both fiscally and sentimentally, I feel I should advise you that enemies are easiest to slay if you catch them unaware, for their rage makes them stronger. Shots to the head will also inflict more grievous injury than those to the trunk or limbs. Obviously, please rely on me whenever you find yourself in need of deadlier implements of warfare. So what we're hopefully going to want to get first is that nice new bow for an increase in damage, and then the increased arrow capacity. And there we have our first enemy up there. We're going to go exploring a little just to see if we can get some, I don't know, anything. As you saw at the beginning, we did get a musket ball. Interesting, a bird screech or something. And eventually you will get a musket. I'm not a huge fan of it. How the heck did you notice me? I wasn't expecting him to notice me. But yeah, that's what happens when enemies know you're there. So you're kind of just supposed to not get detected. Each time you fall in battle, enemies return to the area, but maybe different locations. For an additional challenge, you can enable drop loot option, which will cause your drop to loot scrapped and scrapped items when you die. If you die again before retrieving them, they will be lost forever. We're not going to do that. We're just going to play through the game for fun. But, okay. That was my bad. I honestly wasn't expecting him to notice us from that far away. I don't think they usually do. So we should have taken him out first, which is what we're going to do this time, before exploring. Yeah, maybe. There's, see, look. We shot an arrow, it missed, and it's just right there. We can pick it up. And if you notice on our HUD, any item we can pick up will be marked there, which is helpful. We can turn that off if we want it to be a bit harder, but we're not gonna. We don't want to cancel our shot. We want this dude to look this way. There we go. Screw you, my friend. So now that he's dead, we're going to come up here. I don't think there's a second enemy around. And we're just going to... I don't think there's anything up here. Do a quick once-over. But I really like this game. I mean, it's quite simple. You just go around, shoot some people right now. But the story behind it gets really fun. And there we have our second weapon. We have a crude pistol, which he just dropped. Damage is 75, so you can see it's already amazing compared to our other one damage. Deflection chance, 0. So the guns are going to be quite powerful, but they are incredibly slow, and you can see short range. It does have a stagger, which is nice, but we might just scrap this one, because I think we can get it more. And he also had a silver ingot, which just transfers automatically to money. If you didn't see it, it had a value of 16, which just gives us 16, I think it's just called loot in this game. Yeah, 16 equivalency of value. And yeah, these are all just all the tips that pop up we can look back over. All treasure chests found. That's really helpful on this map. Everything has been found on this map. These are the important things. The totems are kind of our waypoints, but sometimes they'll do other stuff too. They'll usually have notes, or I think you can find like loot on them sometimes. Well, I believe that's all for the tutorial. You also have a melee. It's a knife. You can't really see it if you push E. But let's go ahead and head on to the next... Sorry, got a text message. Let's head on to the next area. Oh, another note. From John the Merchant again. The weapons you recover from slain adversaries are generally of poor quality, being both feebler and more cumbersome to employ than you may desire. The weapons I offer are guaranteed to do more harm and do it faster. I don't think we have close to enough for that bow, so, I mean, we can go check really quick. Well, how much is he willing to take our pistol for? Yeah, we need... Oh, we only need 80? It's only a 5 damage increase, but hey, we can take everything we can early game. And it allows us to scrap the cracked longbow, and I'm going to scrap the pistol because I'm not a huge fan. We're going to equip this, key 1, and we're back up to 94 loot. Not bad. We're going to return to our last location, and we're going to really get into this game. That was all just tutorial, teaching us the basics, as you'd assume. Fort Henry is our next location. This is kind of how I was talking about. It's the first hub. You'll see what that means shortly. Game. There we are. All right. Sorry for the little bit of stutter. But let's get to it. We're going to make our way to that first hub as soon as possible. We could do some exploring. There might be some treasure chests around, but for now, we can always do that later. We're going to make our way to the base. Another musket load. A tomahawk. Ooh, tomahawks are awesome. You click G, throw your tomahawk, and I thought you could go pick it up. Did I pick it up again? Yeah, you throw it, go pick it back up. As you'll notice, over in the bottom right, underneath my ammo, there is a tomahawk symbol. I think you can carry up to 2. It was remiss of me to not to mention that enemies are more likely to discover you if you are moving. Crouching makes you significantly harder to detect and allows you to move quietly. Use the wind to your advantage. Gust will make your footsteps, will mask your footsteps, making it easier to run up behind foes without alerting them. That's very important. Notice how you'll obviously see random bursts of wind. You can actually use that to your advantage, which I really like. It's an interesting little mechanic. You can just... I thought I heard something to my right. There is an enemy right ahead. We are going to just... Ah, you jerk. Die. I don't know how he detected me from so far away. Didn't have much on him. Longbow arrow. Come on, man. Give me a gun or something. But, yeah, like I said, we're going to make our way to the fort. Fort Henry, I believe it was. Yes. Fort Henry, we should see some key points and unlock a bit more of the story about what this place actually is. Okay. Usually if you see red, that's something important. Usually it's a living thing, like enemies. But here we are at Fort Henry. I mean, this game is pretty much white, black, and then red for flavor. Don't see any enemies around, but who knows what's inside. Ooh. There's one. I don't know how far I can shoot or how accurately. It's been a while since I've really got into this game, but let's make our way into the base. Unlock Fort Henry destination. Fast travel map. Thought that was an enemy coming from above. I was, for a second, startled. Let's make our way around and see what we can find. Clue. Something appears to be buried here. But the soil's too hard to dig up with your hands. So we need to find a shovel. Which I think we get in this town. I'm pretty sure this town's kind of still part of the tutorial, teaching us a few of the basics of exploration. I don't know if there's any enemies in town, but it doesn't hurt to be careful. Page scraps. According to our prisoner, the Spaniards seek to destroy settlements that might be used for privateering against their treasure fleets and will surely come at us again. We need reinforcements if we are to repel further attacks. Interesting, interesting. So the Spaniards are invading. You can drink from a water skin to restore yourself at any time, but refill it at barrels. So if you push Z, I don't have any damage, so I can't do it. I'll heal. But, and you'll notice, 2 little health things up above my health. I can heal twice, I believe is what that means. And here's something interesting. Although the figure appears human, it's only ash and ember. There's these weird people just frozen. You can destroy them. I don't know if it does anything, but they're here. I think they sometimes drop like enemy loot. You'll get like a bow arrow or something. And here we have an important thing. It's a small trowel, digging up hard soil. We get a shovel. Nothing there. Good to destroy barrels. I mean, I'm full on arrows, but you never know what else you can find. Drinking from barrel will restore your health and refill your water skin, if you have one. So, a water skin's full, we can heal up. Some free arrows up there, but we're full. Okay, that's another arrow. Yeah, early game you'll get plenty of arrows, but late game we'll see how we fare. The Indian king, whom they call Werance, was much pleased by our gifts of tools and trinkets, and gave us in return an abundance of corn and bear meat, which is an excellent victual? Sure. This building's slightly red. Can I do anything with it? Interesting. Another chest. What do we get? Something good. Crude charm of solidarity. Now we can talk about charms. We get 3 charm slots. This one, reloading muskets, pistols, and crossbows, 5% faster. I'm probably going to scrap it because I usually don't use those weapons, but we don't have anything else to equip, so we'll keep it equipped for now. Unless we need to buy something, but I don't think it gives us much. More ammo, more arrows we don't. I mean, unless we're full on musket, but I don't believe we are. 24 coins. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Pretty good so far. Something appears to be buried here, but the soil is rocky. That will take more than a trowel to dig up. Then why'd you give me the trowel? And here is a very important item. The bell. An ornate bell. It appears to be in good condition. It could probably be remounted from where it hung. That's important. We'll quickly explore the rest of the town real quick, then I'll show you what the bell means. I should have examined him before I destroyed him, but whatever. I don't see any enemies around. We can, actually take up a position here. There's something out there. Little grave site. Glowing. Must be important. Use more coins. I really want to upgrade my quiver. But I think that's all of Dayside. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Let's go re-equip the bell. Actually, we have this other dig spot real quick. I don't know if we can dig it up with a trowel. Yeah, more than a trowel. Yeah, they gave us a trowel just to kind of laugh at us, I guess. check the merchant. My dear sir or madam, I hope that the bow I gave you has been reasonable service, but I would encourage you to consider some of my finer wares. I accept coin or barter as you see fit. Please check back from time to time to see what he may have acquired. Cordially, the merchant. Now, the common longbow, more damage. There's the musket. 95 damage, it's slow, and a 10% deflection chance. It's okay. We can, as you see, get short bow arrows, so we can have a closer range, more guerrilla style. The tomahawks are cheap. You do need these to have more ammo for them, and the same charms as before. So we want the longbow, and we want to upgrade our quiver, because those are two weapons I'm probably going to be using most of all. But here, we replaced the bell. Now here's one of the really cool parts about this game. We're going to ring the bell. Now we are in Nightside. And, as you can see, the world's a bit different. Here we have... Dug up what appears to be a human eyeball, though it feels more like a stone, is strangely heavy and warm to your hand. It seems you can see things you couldn't before. Which means we're in Darkside. But I think we'll have to explore this next time. That does it for the first video. Kind of a glimpse into this game. I really like it. I really want to explore the story with y'all, and y'all can maybe tell me what you think. But that has been me, Seabat007, on episode 1 of Betrayer. We'll hopefully get into the mystery of this game next time.